One of the most incredible fights in BKFC history, Soto versus GoodJohn. Absolute war. The first round, the moment that you have to remember is when Soto runs after GoodJohn and gets the first tie-up. After that tie-up is coming to an end, Soto lands the most incredible shot in the fight. GoodJohn is cut up so bad. He's got at least 4 cuts on his forehead and over his eyes. His face is just mangled and it's falling apart so quick. Soto wins the first round without a doubt. Everybody knows, everybody's card that Soto won the first round. GoodJohn's really slowed down by that blood. He's wondering where is it coming from and why is it going into his eyes so fast. As the fight continues, the fight only gets better. In the second round, we see GoodJohn throwing hard body shots, just pulverizing the body of Soto, while Soto's taking it and throwing back insane shots himself. It's a great second round, but after the second round, you have to wonder who's winning this fight. Is it tied up or is Soto really taking over? The third round's a little different. We see an explosive GoodJohn just throwing shots, landing him in the head, on the body, destroying everything about Tony Soto. Tony Soto's losing that third round. It's scary because GoodJohn's coming back and he's a bloody mess. The doctors have looked at his cut multiple times and both times they gave thumbs up. This guy looks like he's only getting stronger, but he's really beaten up looking and looks like the fight could be stopped at any time. You have to give these guys credit at this point in the third round. They're already one of the most incredible fights we've ever seen, and both these guys will not back down. These two guys are tough and they're showcasing it in this fight. The third round has a weird moment where Soto falls on top of GoodJohn. If you rewind back a few seconds before that, GoodJohn pushes off Soto as if to say, stop leaning on it. It's right after a nasty shot to the head from GoodJohn that Soto goes for that tie-up. And once he falls on top of him, the referee, instead of saying, hey, look, Soto, why are you turning this into a mixed martial arts fight? This is a foul. He takes GoodJohn, brings him to the doctor. And the doctor again says, yeah, the cut is fine, which to me at that point is questionable. GoodJohn looks really beaten up, and it looks like they might have to stop this fight. But the fight's continuing and it's only getting better. Fourth round, we just see an explosion from GoodJohn. We see a really good round in his favor. You gotta wonder at that point, who's winning this fight? Is it tied 2-2 or is GoodJohn winning this fight? Both corners seem to think that their guys are losing. As the fifth round begins, we see both men go in there and it's just an absolute slaughterfest of punches. And both guys are just ripping at each other's body and head. We've never seen anything so great. It looks like this fifth round is just going to explode like the best fifth round in the world. Towards the end of the fifth round, we actually see Soto as the aggressor. GoodJohn was the aggressor in round 3 and 4. We see Soto coming forward and we do see GoodJohn up against the ropes. Although GoodJohn is beating him up so bad. He looks heavily depleted and he's hardly able to raise his hands afterwards. So GoodJohn does a real good job of showboating and his corner seems to think that he won the fight without a doubt. Turns out that he loses the fight on all 3 judges' scorecards. I personally think that the scoring was pathetic and that all 3 judges need to be looked at. The refereeing was bad as well because that moment that I talked about in the third round where Soto falls on top of him. Another thing was that there's a moment where GoodJohn's mouthpiece falls out and the referee tries to give the mouthpiece to Soto. So the referee's having a tough time in this fight, but I think that the judging is pretty bad. How could all 3 judges score the fight for Tony Loco Soto if the crowd and everybody online seems to think that GoodJohn won the fight? I mean, if one judge scored the fight for Soto, that would make sense. Even 2, that could possibly make sense. But 3 judges all scored the fight for Soto. Let me know in the comments what you think about this fight. Do you want to see a rematch? I think this has to go towards a rematch. Tony Soto is perfect right now in bare knuckle.